Hello everyone, my name is Shiv and I'm a QA now. Previously, I used to teach SAS, which is a data analytics tool. Okay, so I have a total 5 years experience in the teaching field previously, but after I took a break for 2 years. Now again, I'm coming back in this teaching field. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use ChatGPT, how to write the prompt. Okay, so how to use actually the ChatGPT in your software testing. Okay, so as we know in software testing, we need to write the scenarios, test cases, and then if you're in a automation testing, then you need to write the test script also. Okay, so how ChatGPT is going to help us in the project, so that we are going to learn in this video. Okay, how to write the effective prompt. Okay, so simply I mentioned here hi and replying me here. So I mentioned then I want you to act as a software tester who has a 10 years of experience in both manual and automation testing. Then it's reply this one. Okay, so I'm choosing a e-commerce domain. I have a very good experience in e-commerce web domain. I tested lots of website e-commerce. So this is one of my friend's client. Okay, he is working on this one. He's a developer. So I thought I'll test this one. I'll use in this video to show you guys how I'm going to test it. So here I mentioned one prompt here. This is a prompt. Give me the list of possible scenarios for the mini cart in this e-commerce website. This is a website Anvesha Herbal. So as we know, we have a mini cart. Okay, in the e-commerce website we have a mini cart. So we need to test it. So for that we need to create a scenario. So I asked just those scenarios, and here you can see it's giving me the scenarios. So as a beginner, I saw so many of my junior, they're struggling to write the scenarios. Okay, so and this, if you're asking to ChatGPT to write the scenarios, this will give you some idea, or it will help you also to think out of the box. Okay, so what are the possible scenarios you can add it. So here it's giving you the add item to mini cart, yes, and it's giving you the instruction also, means verify that items can be successfully added to the mini cart. Check if the correct product detail, name, price, quantity are displayed in the mini cart. Okay, so now another scenario is update quantity, then remove item, empty mini cart. These all are scenarios. So basically, it will help you to create a scenario. Then you can create test cases based on this scenario. Okay, maybe you need to write few more scenarios, but at least you will get some idea from this chat GPT. Okay, like this. So simply I just ask this. This is a simple prompt here which I use. Okay, so these are the things. It's giving cross-browser compatibility, which is a very important thing. Responsive design. This is also a very important thing. Okay, so these are the scenarios and testing ideas it's giving you here. Now I mentioned just great. It's showing this. I'm glad you found the information helpful. Okay, so now I mentioned I know the scenarios now. Okay, test cases, manual in manual testing, you need to write, and in but I want to focus on the automation part, automation testing, how to use that. So I'm going to use here Selenium with Java code. Okay, so I just simply mention here, now give me the automation script by using Selenium with Java. Use simple code for each scenario, and you can use TestNG and explain the each line of code, and explain the code as I am a fresher in automation testing. I mentioned this simple prompt here. Okay, so here you can see uh, here it's giving you the instruction install JDK, then Java IDE. Okay, so I hope you are familiar with. If you're not familiar with, I'll create some videos for testing as well, automation testing. Okay. So, but in this but in this one, we will focus on the how to write a prompt, how we you're going to use the chat GPT in the in that software testing. Okay, so here it's giving the one scenario, add item to mini cart only. Okay, so here it's importing all the libraries. Then we have this class. Here I mentioned TestNG framework. Okay, so here it's using the TestNG. So after writing the setup here, we are getting the setup. First, we need to write the some commands. Okay, for setup. Then we have a one scenario. He just took only one scenario. Add item to mini cart. Okay, for other scenarios, he didn't mention anything. So we need to write the correct. Means we you can say we need to write the prompt in detail so that he will give you the exact code which you're looking for. So let's see how we can mention it. Here you can see it's explaining also, as I mentioned in the above prompt, that explain each code also. Okay, so but now this is the thing which I want to show you. So I mentioned here you didn't add the code for all the scenarios. Kindly write the code for below scenarios. So I mentioned the scenarios, few scenarios I mentioned it. Okay. So and description also I mentioned. If you want, you can add it so that it will give you the good code, better code. Okay, from above. So here you can see add item to mini card I mentioned. First, take any product and add it into the mini cart. Then another one is update quantity. So we need to update it. So update the quantity of the product. Price calculation. Calculate the product price after increasing or decreasing it. Okay, and discounts and offers is there. User add the discount in the cart and verify the price in the mini cart after getting the discount. So as we know in the cart we are applying the discounts or we are getting the discounts and applying the offers and all. So it should reflect in the mini cart as well the price. Okay, this is a one scenario. Remove item. Remove the item by clicking on the cancel button of the product, or remove it by decreasing the quantity till zero. So in some website, this functionality we have. If you have a zero quantity, automatically it will remove it. But you can change it as per your requirement. Now we have here. If you want to, this is the important thing. Okay, another one. So if you want to ask any question to provide me best code, you can ask me and you can take your time to write the better code. So we need to define these things also. This is very important. Later in the later I'll explain you in another videos. I'll explain you how to write the prompt, how to mention the right pattern. There we have a pattern to write the prompt. So those things I'll explain it to you. So this much detail I give, and now you can see add item for, so it's taking one by one. Add item to mini card. Here we have this. Okay. So yeah. And as I mentioned, I guess earlier also, here we are using the locator by dot id is there, right? So we need to update the value. Okay. I don't think so. It's giving you the correct one because I checked it already. In the previous examples, I mentioned so many prompts. I'm playing with this ChatGPT, so you can change it accordingly. So here, don't depend it, don't trust this values. Okay, it's giving you the proper values or not. So here you can see the X path is there. I'm damn sure this one is not correct. Okay, so but you can change few values and you will get the all the codes are fine except this value. Okay, at least you don't need to write the whole thing. So you can see the assert command also is using. Okay, so check means it's giving you. Okay, and then we have a price calculation. Okay, one scenarios for price calculation, discount and offer. So now you can see it's giving you the code for all the scenarios which you mentioned. So you need to mention your prompt in detail. Okay, then only you will get it. So here, this is the last scenario, and is using the test ng also for each scenario. Okay, in the above code. So this is also one more thing. Okay, so in this prompt I didn't mention it that use test ng. Okay, but still it's he's using. Why? Because we in the above prompt we mention it use the test ng framework. Here you can see. Yes, yeah, here you can use test ng. Okay, so command you're giving, it's keeping the record. Okay, prompt whatever you in the above you mentioning, tracking all those things and giving you the output accordingly. So this is how we are using. At least you don't need to write the whole code. Okay, if you're writing the whole code, it will take too much time. But here you can see, I guess hardly 10 to 15 minutes. I got all those things, scenarios I got, and then code accordingly. You just need to spend, I guess, 20 minutes more if you are good if you know the automation script, automation testing, then I don't think so you will take it, this will take too much time to update all the code according to your requirement. Okay, so this is how we are using prompt. You can also try it. Okay, and I'll create some more videos definitely, and for testing also, for automation testing also I'll create, and how we are going to use prompt. As you know, prompt engineering is in demand right now. So we need to learn this. We need to learn it and use it in our project. Okay. If you're not using, then what is the use of ChatGPT? What is the use of AI, right? So use it and start using it, and please subscribe and share with your friend who needed this kind of video. Okay, as I mentioned earlier on in the beginning of the video, freshers are so much means in trouble, means to write the scenarios, to write the test cases, how they don't have any idea to write the test scenarios and test cases. So I think I'll teach you in this prompt engineering course also, how to write the test cases. Okay, after creating the test scenario, how to write the test cases, and this one only. So for you, for fresher, it will be very easy to grab all those things and perform better in the project. Thank you guys. So I'll meet you in the next video.